First of all, I'm myself in a sort of transition. I started to work now as a teacher in organic farming, training here in the Wallonie, in the French-speaking part of Belgium. And I'm handing over the garden project. So now, when I look back at the several years that I started the project, I can really see that the goals that I have set years ago, that we achieved it, at least more or less. I arrived on the farm where I'm still now with the garden 11 years ago. It's a biodynamic farm in the near of Liège, a city close to the German border in the southeast part of Belgium. It is a farm of 30 hectares, and I developed more or less 1.5 hectares of vegetables. And I choose to do it with a CSA system, but I also sold vegetables in the farm shop, which was already on the farm, where we also sell the dairy products and other products of the farm. It's a biodynamic farm, and I wanted to work like that. It's for me a very ecological way of working, and the aim of biodynamic farming is to heal and to heal the land and to improve the vitality of the land, but also to have really good, healthy products produced in an ecological way to nourish people. So I thought, if we cultivate like that, we have to sell it directly to the people who want that quality. So I choose to work with a CSA system. I see there's a lot of conversations, so I'm just checking the chat. So um, when I arrived on the farm in 2010, I first also worked as a trainee and as a teacher in organic farming. And at that time, I had the possibility to visit a lot of different farms. And I visited a few systems which worked with CSA, especially in the Flanders, in the Flemish-speaking part of Belgium. There were a few new projects, and they were all very well managed and financially healthy. So I thought this was an inspiration for myself. In Belgium, we use a lot of different terms. We use the French abbreviation, which is AMAP. We use the English one, CSA. In the Flemish part, we use the French one that comes from Quebec, which is ASC, Agriculture Supported Community, or Agriculture Supported by the Community. And in Brussels, we even have a different name. And in that time, when I wanted to start, there was a new book wrote by Jean-Martin Fortier in French. It's a man from Quebec, the French-speaking part of Canada, and he described in his book a way of working inspired by permaculture, by the small vegetable farmers in the area of Paris 100 years ago. And he made his own method. It's very rational. But the book was quite inspiring because he doesn't use a lot of tools, of machines. It's very much as a gardener working with small tools, and he calls it bio-intensive. So it's a way of organic gardening, which is very intensive. And for me, the CSA system, the community supported agriculture system, was the way I wanted to sell, and especially in combination with the farm shop, so the directly um, bringing the products to the people. Yeah. Another inspiration was from Rudolf Steiner, which is the founder of biodynamic farming, and he was interpelled by different people, and um, they asked him, how can we go to a more sustainable and durable society? And he said we have to take the three values of the French Revolution and put the values on the right place. And for example, now in the economic life, we speak a lot about the free market and having um, freedom in exchange and things like that. And he said, no, freedom should be in the cultural life, in the realm of your thinking. You have to be free. But in the economical life, it has to be fraternity or solidarity. That is the major value. And I see it like this: if I have um, vegetables or any kind of products or service to offer, we have, and if you are a customer that wants my products, we have the interest to find a way to cooperate and find a good price um, that helps me to continue my activity, and that you have a good price also for your vegetables. So this is for me a very important aspect, and the equality. So the that all people are equal is more in the juridic life that is um, applied. So that was another reason why I wanted to work with the CSA system. And one of the reasons is that in this system, um, on an economical level, you have this, I put this small uh, tabloid here, and you can see that I put the salary, the wages, or actually as a farmer, as a gardener, you have to say, what do I need? How much do I want to earn as a living? And put it in the costs. In um, and normally, when you sell your vegetables and when you have all the costs to to buy the fuel or the plants or the seeds, or to have all the material that you need to produce, often in the end, what is left over is what you have, what you can use to live. And often for a lot of farmers, it's not easy to live from their activity and to be correctly paid. So in this system, we decided to put the salary into the costs, and then to, with the contributions of the members, to to cover all the costs. So here I have two sides of income. Where is my? Oh, here it is. The members of the CSA system, they pay me at more or less 25,000 euro on a year base, and the shop I sell also for about 25,000 euros. In the beginning, when I started, the part of the CSA members was bigger, but the last years the shop um, developed quite well, and I uh, I decided uh, to to continue with less members of the CSA system, because a few groups they were so small that it wasn't easy to continue. Yeah. So for me, that's one of the big benefits of the system. And actually, with this system, we share the risks of cultivating. Yeah? We have climate change. We have a lot of difficulties as a gardener. So sometimes the crops they are not so well, and there's a lack of produce, and sometimes it goes very well, and there's an abundance, and that is shared. If there's a lot of vegetables, the people they have more in the vegetable baskets, and if there's a little, then they have a bit less. It's also very seasonable. So in the springtime, the vegetable baskets they're smaller, and in summer and autumn they're bigger. And I also put as an advantage the transparency, the openness on the financial situation on the farm, or on my personal situation. People they know how much that I earn. They know the difficulties that I have, the investments that I needed, and so a lot of people they feel that they are part of the project, and they also pre-finance. That means that in the beginning of the year, in springtime, they pay uh, or for the whole year or for 3 months, according to their possibilities. Yeah. With the CSA system, there's also educational values and advantages. The fact that a lot of people are disconnected from the land and from cultivating makes that they, by taking vegetables from the farm, they learn about the farm life, about how vegetables grow, how we can pick beans. Sometimes they came and help on the field. A lot of CSA systems in Belgium now, when they're close to the cities, they're with a self-picking system, so that the people they come and choose their vegetables that they want to have, and they go and harvest them themselves. I was too far from the city, so I decided to harvest them myself, and the people they come and fetch the different vegetables. And also I often explained about things. Here is a picture with a group of people where I explain about the different fruits that we have on the farm. We had strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and other fruits that we had on the farm that I also put in springtime and in the beginning of summer in the vegetable baskets. Yeah. Also socially, um, this system creates meeting possibilities between different kind of universe. Often people that live in the city, they don't know so much about how we are living and working on the farm. And so we had, with each group that came on the farm, at least 2 times that we met. One in summer, where we had a meal on the farm, and we had a discussion about the project. They came and see the garden. And one in winter, where I went to the city. We also had a meal and a sort of evaluation of the whole system, where people could say what they wanted to have more in their um, vegetable basket, which vegetables they didn't like, which they wanted to have more, and these kind of things. If they were satisfied about the diversity of the vegetable baskets, if they are satisfied about the freshness, the quantity,
Ясно.
all these things were um, evaluated. So there's a
Настенька, я
mutual.
я перепрошую, вже в нас час вичерпано і трішечки ми перебрали.
Okay, there's someone who has his microphone on, not on mute. It also gives more sense and meaning. For me, it was important to know that people are supporting my work. And
Я зрозуміла. А чи чує мене Паша? Чи може Павло сказати, чи хтось з інших перекладачів? Peter, I'm sorry, we have no time anymore.
Okay, we have to stop?
Yes, we have one question from our participants, maybe one question, and that's all. How many members in community supported agriculture in your country?
Okay, since, like I said in the beginning, we are different kind of regions and things, but in the Flemish part, there's more than 60 projects. And in the French part, there's probably about 20. So that makes 80. And especially in the Flemish part, there's a big network. They really are well organized. They have a booklet about how to start up a CSA community project. So, and there's a lot of people in the Flemish part that speak well English. So if you want, you can take contact with them. Yeah. Okay. And more about
Дякую дуже. Пітере, дуже дякую. Thank you very much, Peter, for your presentation.
Yeah. For the people that listened, there's more on these slides for the practical part. You can read it and it's more or less clear by itself. Okay. So thank you for having me. I wish you a very good day on the CSA system.